Good evening, waiting for everybody to come and waiting for Maria and preparing. Good evening. Very happy to see Elvira here. Hello, good evening. Oh, I have to fix my hair. So we're waiting for Maria to join. But while she's joining us, I would like just to say that we're continuing our live talks each Friday at 7 o'clock Cyprus time. And hello, Olga. Very happy for you guys to be here with us tonight. Please join us. And we are waiting, of course, for Maria to join us, which is the most important. So every Friday at 7 o'clock we're having live talks, and I would like to tell you also that we send our regular weekly newsletter where you can find all the information about the events, our news, everything that is happening in our company. Today's letter contains some video from our therapist Fraditi, who shows how to take care of combination oily and acne prone skin. So she's doing a video showing the products, the moves. It's quite useful. Then of course it's the announcement of our talk with Maria. Also what we're doing is we're starting to send with each and every order, we're sending a free immune boosting tea for you guys, so that, you know, we can help you to support your health. In the letter also it's included the free online face wellness consultation, which you can do. Basically, you just can click on book the session and have a consultation either in Greek, English, or Russian, whatever is more convenient for you. Yeah, I mean, this is basically the letter, what it is going to be about. If you're not signed up to our letter, please do so, because every week, like I said, we send a letter full of new information, videos, our talks, recorded talks, if you didn't have chance to join us live. Let me check where is Maria, because I don't see her, unfortunately, so I will ask her to join us. She says that she cannot see the button to join, so let me send her an invitation. Yes. Maybe she will see us now. We were practicing today with her how to do this online session, because for all of us it's quite an experience. It's the first time we've been actually regularly going online, and it's not that easy. So anyway, let's start a little bit, even though Maria is not with us, but she will join for sure. But let's start for today, and our topic is actually preventing aging and stress. Maybe Elena can help Maria to join us, because for some reason she doesn't see how to click. So it would be great if she can join us. So what we're doing this week, as I mentioned, we're developing a very interesting training for you, so you can have the online face wellness training. Since we cannot go to the salons, but we still need to take care of our skin, so the only solution is basically we have to try to do it online. And this is what we're going to do. We're preparing a full face wellness training session that you can do at your house with one of our therapists. Also, we are preparing a box. I'm hoping that Maria will join us now, and she will show what is included in that box. And this box will help you to do the training, and you will have the tips and the instructions from the therapist, and you will have the box so you can have the correct tools, which is the roller and the gua sha. You will have the serum, the oil, and all of this together can help you to to at least sustain while you cannot go to the studio. It can help you to do it at home. Also, I'm hoping that when Maria joins us finally, Elena, we still need some help, so you can support Maria technically to join us. I see that you're here. She can tell us a little bit about the spa treatments that we can do at home while we're not able to go to the salon. And of course, we already have our therapist Aphrodite showing. I see that Maria is having some problems joining us. Maria, all you have to do is you have to go into Kypwell page and press on the logo to join us, and I will accept you. Actually, I'm sending you invitations into your account. Let me send one more. Please try to see my invitation and click on it. It's sent, so you should be able to click on it. Anyway, so the spa therapies, which we cannot do at home. Which we cannot do at the salon, we can do at home. And Maria is going, Maria is here, very good. Maria, you need to find out how to click so you will join us. It should say join, yes, very good. And let's see, you should be here. 1 minute. Always these technical questions.
Here I am, yes.
Perfect, welcome. You know, I already explained a little bit, but I'm so happy you joined us, because without you, we cannot do it actually. Anyway, I was explaining a little bit about our regular online talks every Friday at 7 o'clock here on Kypwell, and on Sundays we do talk in Russian, which you can join also at 7 o'clock. Anyway, Maria, thank you so much for being here. I know it's not easy to sort out all these technical things. It's always an issue with every speaker, unless you're doing it like for a second or third time.
Sorry, the volume, I can't hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, let me just see.
What I can do is I can put my headphones, maybe it will be better. Okay. Can you hear me?
Now that's better, yes. Yeah.
Is it better? Okay, very good. All right, Maria, let's jump straight into that. Don't worry, it's always falling, and it's not always as we want it to be, as technologies are. Anyway, let's jump into it. I explained a little bit about our face wellness training that will be available to do at home. And I explained a little bit about the box, but I said that you will be able to show things and to explain a little bit. So maybe let's start with a general explanation. As we know, we have face treatments, which we do in the salon, and we have face wellness sessions, which we also do in the salon. But now, since everything is closed, we need to kind of get back into track and support our skin at home. So can we start by explaining what is the difference between face treatment and face wellness training?
Sure, definitely. We've created a whole new, it's a complementary treatment to our normal traditional facials, basically. So our facials that we started off with originally are to do with our epidermis, our skin, maintaining it, stimulating our cell renewal. Whereas this new wellness treatment, it's actually more specifically on muscles. So what we want to do is train our muscles, like wake them up again, remind them where they should be. So basically our treatment is all about, it's like we go to gym, we do the same for our face. So we're going to start with pressure points on our muscles, just easing all the tension. And then the whole treatment is actually very stimulating, fast, firm movements, just invigorating and waking up the muscles. So it's to do both, actually.
Right, but when we go for this face wellness training, it's obvious that somebody does it for us. But how do we do it at home?
Okay, so we actually now have to find some new ideas. We're all stuck at home. So we actually have an online support for this treatment. We have a combination again of this kit, our well-being box, where we have tools, this roller and the gua sha. So basically these will prepare your skin. You're going to clean your skin. You're then going to apply your serum. And with this serum, you're going to use your roller. And it helps to actually relax the skin, the muscles, the lines. So, and it helps the products to penetrate. So you concentrate where you need the most. So you just lift, support, and wherever you need, you want to lift, open up, encourage that product to penetrate deeper into your skin. Then you're going to apply your oil. And this tool is actually, I've enjoyed this a lot, actually, now that I've got to know how to use it and why I'm using it.
What is that? Explain us.
So this is a gua sha. It's
Gua sha.
ancient, yeah, Chinese medicine. So it's a technique they've been using for many, many years. And what it does, you put your oil on, so you have slip. It's easy to use. And this is mainly for your lymphatic system. You want to drain all the toxins away. So you want to start here at your duct, lymphatic node, and you want to drain all the toxins downwards. So you start under the jaw and drain it down. Then above, and then wherever you feel, again, you have an expression line or a wrinkle, you want to open it up, you want to soften it, you pay more attention there, and then drain it. So that is your first thing, where it's lymphatic drainage. You're also increasing circulation, and when you do that, you're boosting your collagen and elastin, and you're also boosting the oxygen. And basically, we all know that we need oxygen for our skins to function, give us radiance. And also, you're taking all the tension out of the muscles. And basically, a wrinkle is formed because we are tensing our muscles continuously. So what we want to do is take all that tension out of the muscle, and it softens your whole expression line, actually.
It's much easier to do a Botox injection.
Yes, there's always the quick fix, and it's a choice everyone makes. It's a personal choice, actually. A lot of people do that, and we've actually chosen to go the natural route. So it's just the options you have.
Can you explain us why we should be taking more natural route rather than just a quick fix?
Actually, for me, in the long run, we need to maintain our skin every day. Even if you do a Botox quick fix, you still need to look after your skin. So in the long run, if you start from a young age, you want to take care of your skin. Prevention is the top secret. You maintain your skin, and I think you need to do it anyway, even if you do Botox. So natural way is every day, morning and night, you look after your skin, your routine. It's going to maintain a healthier, radiant, brighter skin.
I think a lot of people, they don't know what exactly Botox is. They think that this is some kind of injection that just helps, but in reality, they don't really understand what is it as a remedy, I would say.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really know that much about it because I haven't got involved with it. But we don't know the long-term results of this. That would be
I can say that this is a mushroom, actually, the poisonous mushroom. And this is meaning that we are constantly putting poison into basically our face. Yeah. And if we're talking about also, there is another thing, which is hyaluronic injections. And we also need to understand that if we're a vegetarian or vegan, and if the hyaluronic is taken from the animals derivatives, then it's not a vegan and natural solution. Also, what worries me a little bit about hyaluronic, I mean synthetic or the animal derived one, is that my mother was told after she had cancer, she was told that for 5 years after she recovered, she could not use hyaluronic, and that scared me. And for me, the idea is, if something is doubtful in any way, we should be leaning towards more natural solutions, I would say.
I would, avoid it if we can. Yeah.
Maria, when you say that we should learn from the young age how to take care of our skin, can you explain us exactly how?
Sure. You know what? From even teenagers, we should be teaching our kids or friends' kids. It's simple, easy steps. And if they get used to the habit, it will have that result in the long run. Honestly, I've actually seen it in ladies in a more mature age that just took the natural route. And honestly, their skin is really smooth, soft. So what they need to do is always cleanse the skin properly. It's a vital step because if you're not cleaning your skin, the products that you put on afterwards are not going to be as effective. So you might
How
be
many
using
times you need to clean the skin?
definitely morning and night.
Why do we
In the
need to
morning,
clean it in the morning? We didn't do anything. We didn't use any makeup, nothing. What is the point?
that's what people say. It's a good question. But you're lying on your pillow and dead cells are actually on your pillow. So you've got all these little toxins building up. Even though you change your pillow and everything, it's still, you want to start your day, you want to freshen up your skin, get ready for the day, you know. So I think with your skin, it's the first step you want to take.
Okay.
Then after you're going to clean it, you're going to spray your mist, and this activates your cells. So it makes it more receptive for your products that you put on after.
Also, this
And
pH level is important, as I understand. This is the reason why we need to use toners, because not many people use toners.
that's right, it's correct. We have a natural acid mantle, they call it, and that is our natural pH balance. But we need to boost it and keep it at the right pH for the skin to function. It helps to protect it from external aggression. So this step is also, it's really vital. What you do first is at night, I use it with a cotton wool, the toner, but in the day, I just freshen with it on the skin, spray it. So yes, it is an important step. Then you're going to put your serum, because your serum is a more concentrated product and it's a finer texture. So it actually penetrates into the skin much deeper. So you put that on and that's what really regenerates and boosts and feeds the skin. And then you're going to put your moisturizer, which is going to protect your skin from free radicals, from pollution. It's like a barrier that A, protects, and B, prevents the loss of moisture, the natural moisture from our skin.
So it's better to use serum and then on top the cream to protect the skin. Even in summer, we should be still applying the cream on top of the serum.
I believe that is the way to go, but some people in summer are more oily and they don't like both. So it's totally, again, I work with each client and see how they like their skin to feel. So we can adjust. Sometimes they just use the serum, sometimes just the moisturizer, and at night they can do both, because you want to treat that. You don't want to just ignore the steps.
So the steps for the morning and for night are exactly the same, basically. It's the cleaning, the toning, the serum, and the cream.
And eye cream. We must remember eye cream. The steps are the same, but the products can change a little. Like in the morning, I enjoy to use the serum, regenerating serum, but at night I like an oil. I like it really rich. Again, I adjust according to my client, what their needs are. So
can you use oil in the morning?
I wouldn't. Our oil, it's a dry oil and it penetrates easily. It's a fine texture, but it's too rich.
I'm not talking about our oil, just in general. Can you use oil in the morning?
Some people do, but I prefer personally not to. I think it's too rich for the day. And it's also, you know, with the sun, it might be too strong. At night, when we're resting, our skin actually regenerates. So it's better to use these rich oils at night. Your skin absorbs it better. It restores, like, regenerates.
Also, because of the sun, it can leave the spots, the discoloration spots.
Yeah, yeah.
This is actually a huge problem that a lot of Russian-speaking women have who moved to Cyprus, because they are used to living in climates where there is not much sun. They came and they did the routine as they did in the north countries. In winter, for example, there is no sun at all. So what they did is they used a lot of oils or oil-containing products. They didn't look at the product, and then all of them went with this discoloration. What is a pigmentation, right? Yeah, and now it's a huge problem because pigmentation actually is extremely difficult to cure, right?
It's difficult, definitely. I mean, in cold countries, for sure you can. You need it, in fact. You need that richness. And they don't have that much sun. But here, for sure, you need to go according to the climate because it can create a problem. And if you're going to, in fact, we all should be wearing sunblock anyway. Doesn't matter.
This was my question about the sunblock. So in the morning after the moisturizer, we put on top the sunblock?
100%. Everyone should be using sunblock, any age. That is one of your top anti-aging secrets.
And how much SPF should we be using?
Anything between 30 to 50.
30 to 50, okay. Yeah. We have a question, Maria. The question is cleansing your skin like a good cleanse, like you mentioned, you know, the foam or whatever, the milk, and on top the toner in the evening and morning, is that enough? Do we really need to add any other products?
It's enough, definitely enough for your daily routine, but you do want to go a little deeper, and that's where we use our exfoliation.
Sorry, no, I think the question is, do we have to use the serum and cream, or it's enough to use just the cleansing?
Yes, definitely. After you cleanse, it's very important to feed your skin afterwards.
Even for young girls?
Definitely. Even for young girls, they still need to treat their skin to keep it balanced, to keep it nourished. You definitely adjust to the skin type, but it's important to protect the skin.
So from what age should girls start using, I'm not talking about cleansing, but I'm talking about nourishing?
Nourishing, definitely in your early 20s, you can start. I would use a good routine from your 20s for sure. But we have a lot of teenagers that come to look after their skin.
What is the major problem they have?
You know what, they start with little spots, and it varies. It can be more intense, or some of them just have a few on the T-zone. But it's fantastic to start from that age to just teach them why they're looking after their skin and how to look after their skin. I've had clients that I've watched them grow up in front of me, and it's amazing. So
from what age do you recommend them to use moisturizer, for example, or a serum?
A moisturizer, definitely, even from your teenage years. And a serum, I would start using in your mid-20s, late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have another question here. Can you please recommend a very rich moisturizer for dry skin?
Well, we have one, and a lovely one, a Mountain Spring. And it's actually exactly what it is. It's full of moisture. You can hear from the name. But it's got a lot of active ingredients also that are anti-aging. So it's got your blackberry, which is full of vitamin C. So it's an antioxidant. It's going to give you the radiance. It's got quince, which is very rich in calcium, potassium, magnesium. So it's feeding the skin. It's keeping it nice and healthy and strong. And also it's got ginseng, which is an amazing ingredient for the lifespan of the cell. Basically, as we age, things get slower. So we want to wake it up constantly. And the cells, you maintain that energy and healthy cell much longer with ginseng. And ginkgo biloba has got like an amazing effect on like boosting your circulation. So again, keeping it healthy, oxygenated. So this is what you want to do. You want to have that combination of moisture and activating the skin, boosting it.
Let's talk a little bit about acne skin and the oily skin, because lately I hear from a lot of cosmetologists. Okay, it's obvious that in countries like Cyprus, Israel, Asian countries where we have quite high humidity, it's quite okay to have most of the population, for example, in Cyprus, I think 70% of women in Cyprus have combination oily skin condition.
Yeah.
But what is changing so much is that people in North countries like Russia, Ukraine, UK, they tend to get a combination oily skin prone to acne. So this is, I can see it from the orders, from the requests we have from these countries. They're all asking for this type of skincare. So what is happening? Why the skin condition is changing so much and women are tending to have this combination oily thing?
Okay, there's quite a few things influencing the skin at the moment. It's definitely, stress is one of the major things. We're all under a lot of pressure.
The stress
So,
changes the skin?
definitely, it can activate, mess with the hormones, cause imbalances.
Mm-hmm.
So stress is one of the main factors. Our diet is the next one. We eating healthy most of the time, but unfortunately a lot of our food has got chemicals, and so we need to be careful of what we're eating. That does influence
Sugar, I think also, right?
Sugar, major, it's not great for us at all. Try to avoid it. If we're taking medication for anything, it can also create an imbalance. Those are the main things. And also if people exercise, they need to exercise. They need to get rid of toxins. It's a natural, one of the basic principles that we need to be doing. So
I've heard birth control also is influencing very much.
Yeah.
Birth control pills and things like that.
Exactly. It's not natural. It's a foreign object basically to our body. No matter how it's evolved, it's still a foreign object to us. So these things can influence the skin. So we need to use the correct products to help to balance the oil secretion, and just take care. It will pass, you know, especially with teenagers. It's so natural to go through this for some of them, but just keep it simple, clean the skin, use the correct products, and at some point it does pass. If it does get too much, we always work with doctors. It's very important to respect each other. You know, they definitely need to do their part of it, and we look after the skin. But sometimes we do need extra help with that if the acne gets too much.
Do we need to combine home routine and go to the salon also?
That would be vital, yeah. Home care maintains the skin every day, but obviously as a therapist we can clean it on a deeper level, because you want to extract all the toxins. You want to get it out because it heals a lot quicker, basically. If you don't, it just sits there, bacteria formation, inflammations happen, and then you have the possibility of spreading it. But if you treat it with a salon treatment, we have like stronger treatments that controls that, you know.
Can you tell us, we have a question, how often should we use the scrub for the oily skin?
For an oily skin, you can use it like twice a week for sure, because an oily skin is normally quite stronger. The pores are a little bit open, so it helps to refine it. Our scrub is amazing. It works on so many levels. You know, it actually draws out toxins. We've got chicory that draws out the toxins. We have the apricot, almond kernel, so that refines the pores, makes the pores much smoother. And also we have licorice, which is brightening, so it helps with pigmentation. So this one product is quite dynamic with that.
And for normal skin, normal to dry skin, how often should we use the scrub?
Normal to dry, once a week is great. A dry skin, if it's flaky, you can use it twice. It really helps. But a dry skin, be careful. It can sometimes be sensitive and more like fine texture. So once a week for a dry, normal skin is perfect.
And regarding the masks, for the acne, can we use the scrub for the acne skin?
If it's an active acne, no, because you actually will spread the bacteria. It's like a fine, you might open the pores and spread the bacteria, which you don't want to do. So once it's calmed down, do a few treatments in the salon, clean it properly, and then start your home care routine.
How often should you go for the salon treatments for with the acne skin?
With an acne, like an active acne, first of all, I would really recommend working with the doctor. But then I would do for the first month, once a week, just really calm down that inflammation. And from there, every second week, and then maintain it once a week. I mean, once a month.
Once a month. And what about face wellness training? Can you do it when you have acne?
I wouldn't recommend it. It's too stimulating. It's too active.
Mm-hmm.
First, your priority there would be to calm down the skin, to treat the acne. And after that, you start doing.
So if I say that face treatment in the salon is more about the skin, and the face wellness training is more about the muscles and toning and anti-aging and all of that, is that correct?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly it.
And how many times a week should you have how many times a month should you have each?
Okay, so we're doing different combination. It depends what age, how much time you've got.
From what age should you start basically going to the salon for professional treatments or trainings, whatever?
For normal facials, you can start in your 20s. Mm-hmm. I recommend starting at a young age.
Unless it's a teenager who has acne, right?
Of course, yeah, then they can start at a younger age. But the face wellness for the muscles, I would start even in your early 30s. The skin is young and beautiful, but you want to maintain that. You want to keep it that way.
So how often should you go a month for the treatments and for trainings?
So the face wellness, we normally recommend once a week. Mm-hmm. You could do an intensive treatment, do it twice a week for a month, and then continue to once a week. And then again, you do your maintenance. So we've got a course either of 4 or 8 or 12. So it completely depends on how much time you have, and it's great because you can pop in. It's half an hour, 45 minutes. You can just, on your way to work, home, whatever, lunch break. It's great to just pop it in.
Great.
Sorry.
Continue. Mm-hmm.
You do your normal face treatment, treating your skin, and then you follow through with your face wellness also.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about stress. You said, which is quite interesting, that stress, influences our skin and we can even have acne. Now that people are stuck at home, it's not our regular condition situation. So a lot of people are getting stressed, and I've seen this even with you, right? We've seen it, that one lady, she canceled her appointment and it was so sad. She wrote in the comments that I'm canceling because I'm just depressed. I cannot think of anything else. That is so sad. I think even maybe that appointment, inspired us to put with each order free immune boosting tea, because we need to help people somehow. And so what is your advice now? What can we do, like a spa therapist? What can you recommend us to decrease the amount of stress we have? Is it possible to do something at home?
Of course, there's actually lots we can do at home. In fact, I love to do this on a regular basis, where one of my favorite times of the day is to get home, close the door and forget about the day that's happened. And I love to watch the sunset. I just make a herbal tea or pour a glass of wine, and I literally take half an hour and switch off. But it's so important to be present in the moment. You don't want to be sitting there and thinking, what should I cook? And I should be cleaning and doing. No, like switch off, be in the moment. So that's the first thing I do when I get home. Then it's great to actually pamper yourself. And it's simple again. Just clean your skin nicely, do an exfoliation, put some nice music on, create the mood, light your candles. And then I put a mask on and I actually lie in the bath. Put some essential oils. I love my aromas. So depending on how I'm feeling, do I want to relax? Do I want, obviously a lot of tea tree going on now in my bath, but help with all the infections. But just really take time to pamper yourself. Afterwards, put your moisturizer on your face, on your body. Do an exfoliation on your body too, you know, focus on your dry elbows, knees. Just the main thing is to be able to switch gear and put life in perspective. I know there's a lot of stress going on. I know it's crazy circumstances at the moment. But at the same point, I also think it's time that we actually sit down and we reevaluate and look at the different perspectives of our life. It's important to also be thankful and grateful that we are safe. We are at home and we have our comforts, we have food, we have our warmth. So for me, that is the most important, to just have that ability to appreciate what we do have.
Absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. You are a specialist in oils, actually. I mean, you are a specialist in, what is the name of that hair? Aromatherapy. And you even created a very special Kypwell aromatherapy approach. But can you recommend us how to, I mean, there is the whole scientist approach behind this aromatherapy. Can you tell us a little bit about mixing oils and using oils for de-stressing, for example?
Of course. I just read Eleanor's note here that our face oil helps people to sleep, and it's so true. We heard that a lot, actually. Our face oil has got lavender in also, and besides the fact that it's nourishing our skin, it's also helping people rest. So that's a good point, Eleanor.
That's something also anti-stressing, right? To do it after this bath, you were saying that, you know, we can put the oil to go to sleep.
And definitely do some pressure points, you know, try and get rid of that tension of the day, like really press and release, like do it slowly, especially the temples, here in the eye, between the eyebrows. Honestly, it relieves that tension. So do these little things. So the oils that you can mix, for me, you either want to go relaxing with your lavender. There's sandalwood, it's very grounding. Like the more base oils, the heavier ones, they're more grounding. But at the same time, sometimes you're feeling depleted and your energy is low, you want something uplifting. And one of my favorite oils is bergamot. Bergamot I use in my treatments a lot because it's an oil for stress, but it lifts your mood. So bergamot, especially in winter, I use a lot of eucalyptus, tea tree. It really does help the chest. It helps to keep you healthy and strong. But there's the oils. First of all, you can burn it. You can have a diffuser that you can smell it in your room. I love to use them in the bath also. And sometimes I even put a tissue near my pillow so that you're breathing it in during the night.
What if if you keep burning like some anti-stress oils in your house, and then the kids and the husband and everybody is kind of, like having this aroma, and maybe they will be coming down?
Definitely.
So what do you recommend? Give us a mix. What should we burn?
Well, those are my favorites. The lavender, bergamot, the sandalwood, geranium. Geranium is one of my favorite also. It's a very good oil for women. It balances your hormones. So that helps with anxiety also. It's good for circulation. And like we said, with circulation, it's always important that it actually gets rid of toxins, but also brings oxygen. So it keeps you healthy.
So we take the burner, we put the water, right? The candle underneath. How many of each oil drops should we put into that thing?
So in a burner, you can put up to 4 or 5 drops.
Each.
And it really, actually 5-6 drops altogether is enough.
Okay.
In the bath, you can put a few more, 10 to 12 drops.
In the water, you mean?
In the water, yeah, you can put more there. On you, you can put a carrier oil, and you can put, I like to make quite a strong formula, but for home care, I would recommend about maximum 8 drops.
What is the carrier oil?
The carrier oil can be grapeseed, almond oil. About 25 mils, 20 to 25 mils is enough for the body. And within that quantity, I would put about 8 drops. So you select your oils and then decide 2, 3 of each is enough. But
that's a very good anti-stress, I think, recipe that we can use, you know, burning these oils during because it's interesting. We underestimate the strength of this aromatherapy. I have one very famous nutritionist in Russia who was telling me that when she was studying, they used to have a aromatherapy course. And the professor, she was like the top Russian specialist in that field, and she would come into the lecture room, and she would bring her oils. She would open them and, you know, kind of pass the air to students. And she said that we felt how the mood changed. Like when she was, you know, throwing one aroma, they were calming down. Then she was doing something else. They were all getting, you know, nervous or something. It's quite interesting.
It's fascinating. It's honestly really fascinating. And now that you say that, I was thinking the Saturday that we actually officially went on lockdown, I don't know if it was subconscious or what it was. I literally like sprinkled myself with tea tree. You know, it's the strongest antibacterial fighting any infection. I made a high dose. I rubbed it on my chest, on my shoulders, and I had peace of mind that night. I actually went to sleep and I thought, okay, you know, I'm safe kind of thing. So it does work on your subconscious. It's both emotional and physical factors that come in with aromatherapy.
So it's like a holistic therapy in a way.
Absolutely. When you do a consultation with a client, you're literally watching their body language, you can feel their mood, and you're evaluating you know, what oils are going to work with them, what they need. So
amazing.
Honestly,
can you recommend something? Because I know a lot of women now, it's a very, again, it's a very interesting, I mean, sad moment. A lot of people are so stressed, they cannot sleep, and they're kind of mixing their day with night. So they're so stressed that all day they just lay down and sleep or whatever, watch TV. And then at night, they're quite awake, they cannot fall asleep. So I would give like advice from my side that people need to really, really create a day structure, like, how do you tell, timetable. This time I wake up, this time I have breakfast. You know, it should be not like 10 o'clock I have breakfast, but it can be from 9 till 10 I have breakfast. From, I don't know, 11 to 12 I read, or I don't know, whatever, take care of kids. But it has to be a structured day. So can you recommend some oils that can help us sleep?
Sure. It's what you've just said is very important. To be in a routine is vital. Our body needs routine to function. We should definitely go to sleep at the similar time, so we get into that pattern basically. So it's very important that we keep the time sort of the same time every day. So my favorite for soothing, calming, and relaxing would definitely be lavender. And like I said, sandalwood is very grounding. The rose is an amazing oil for calming and hormonal balancer also. Let me see. And like I said, bergamot I enjoy because it's uplifting, but that you would use in the day. You wouldn't use it at night. But it's going to help with stress. There's another one I'm thinking of, but I can't. Doesn't come to me now.
Yeah.
But those are the main ones.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for these very useful tips. Let's talk a little bit, going back to our main topic of today, anti-aging. Can you maybe show us some practical moves while we're at home, what we can do? For example, I'm suffering with a line here, and few lines here. Can you just show us? Maybe we can do something. Okay, we will offer from next week the face wellness trainings with our great products, and you know, one-to-one sessions will help a lot. But in the morning, for example, my routine, every morning I wake up, I do my foam mist, and after that I do a serum with a roller and a gua sha. But I don't know what to do with my hands. Maybe I can add something with my hands to that. I don't know, some moves.
Definitely. Well, you're on the right track. You use your roller to help the products penetrate. With your gua sha, you can also pay attention, like really open up, soften that line. But the hands are the best, I find. So you definitely need oil or something that's going to help. You don't want to pull the skin at all. So you want to have that slip. And wherever you want or pay attention to, you just need to be firm, lifting movements. And for here, literally just small opening up, relaxing the muscle basically, because it's from frowning or expression lines that's created. And you want to take the eyebrow. You've got to be consistent. It's not just one part of the muscle. It's a big muscle group. So you can't just do one little bit. You want to focus on that, but you want to extend it also. You want to take it right from the eyebrow to the hairline. I always like to do small movements and then continue with it, like long, firm movements. So you just, again, waking up the muscles. Small, stimulating, lifting, and then continue with that. You can even see, like, literally from a few seconds of doing.
Absolutely, immediately, yeah. Can you recommend something for the neck?
Definitely. So the neck, also the jaw, we want to lift. We want to take 2 fingers and just lift this jawline. And again, continue with that muscle, focusing on the smile line and the zygomatic. This muscle here is the biggest muscle here. Zygomatic, you want to keep it open and relax it. And then draining movements. You just support. You can use your knuckles, use your 2 fingers, knuckle, and follow through. Knuckle, follow through. And this you can continue all the way up. Knuckle. And like I say, just really you can be quite firm. And the speed, as you get comfortable with it, you just get it a little faster.
And how often do you do these kind of exercises? Should you do it like every day, like I do in the morning and evening?
It would be fantastic if you do. If you take 5 minutes of the day and just bend on your skin, especially at night or in the morning, you know, you just want to like freshen up. If you have that extra 5 minutes, for sure.
I think now we have great opportunity to see, first of all, how our skin will be without makeup, because okay, we shouldn't use makeup now, and we should see what will happen to our skin. I'm 100% sure that a lot of women who have acne problems, they will see a difference, because you know, this intensive makeup, especially in Cyprus, that women are using and probably not cleansing it well afterwards, I think it leads a lot to this acne. And second of all, we can really practice, you know, doing a self massage and doing all these tools. I think it can also show us that we're able to do ourselves so much without these Botox, fillers, hyaluronics, and all of that, things which are kind of doubtful. And we need to be very strong about our health. If anything is doubtful, it's better, you know, to stay away, I think, from that.
Yeah, it's so true. You know, honestly, it's amazing what we can do with very little. We don't need. So just take time and pamper the skin a little bit. You will see the results for sure.
The most important thing is just to learn from someone, you know, the moves, everything, I think. And if we can learn that, it's like, then we can do it every day for sure. Take care of ourselves. Maria, I forgot to ask you about masks. How often should we use masks?
Always I would always follow through. After an exfoliation, I like to use a mask. So your skin is now really nice and clean. You've removed all the dry skin, so the mask is even more powerful.
How long do you keep the mask?
Depending on the mask, if it dries, 20 minutes to half an hour. But like our hyaluronic mask that doesn't dry, I love to leave it on for an hour. You know, if I'll watch a movie or whatever, and you don't need to take it off in a hurry.
Yeah,
Really,
and the carob mask is amazing. It's my favorite. I will put it on my lips, on the neck, everywhere. It heals very much, especially after, I think after you have like an acne problem, and after it's finished, to heal because it's very regenerating, right?
Absolutely. The carob mask also, for sure, you can leave it on half an hour to an hour. The acne mask, they can use even more. Say, again, you have like really active and you want to suppress that inflammation. You use it once or twice a week, but if you have an area like the chin or the forehead that is really active, you can put an extra third time that week and just focus on that area that it needs.
Or this one, right? For example, if it's like a not normal skin, but then you have some oiliness here, you can just apply that mask here, right? And another one over here, right?
That's right. Yeah. So.
All right.
No.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I think you gave us so much practical advices today that we're definitely ready to take care of ourselves at home with all this support. And next week, it would be amazing to meet our team at the houses who can really help to take care of the skins at home while we're not able to go to salons. But when the salon is over, or salons are open, which I'm sure is going to happen latest in May, and everybody are going to rush for their treatments, can you just quickly tell us what kind of, okay, we spoke about tools, you know, the ones we can do at home, but what kind of, what is it called, machines, what do we have, what can we offer to our clients in terms of these machines that they can add to the face therapies?
So we've actually been working on quite an exciting list of add-ons. We have our basic treatments where we do the manual lifting, and then you can add on 15 minutes of something to really boost it. So we're combining hands and machine work, like you said. We have our muscle stimulating machine, what it's called?
BMS.
BMS, right? So that actually contracts the muscle and that gives it an extra boost. So you do the manual, but this machine literally contracts and relaxes the muscle, so it tones it.
And we have the option of EMS and BMS, right?
That's right. EMS is more vibration, and that like literally regenerates the muscle. It literally wakes it up and activates. So it plumps it out, it fills it up again. We also have a lot of add-ons where we're going to do glycolic peelings to really boost, give you that radiance. Like if you're going to a party and you want that full plump skin, you do your glycolic peeling. We have oxygen boosts. We have a lot of different options, which are, we've got the radio frequency, which also works on boosting your collagen and elastin. So yeah, there's many. We've got a heating mask. So we put a mask on, a hydration mask, our dynamic beauty mask, and then we put the heating mask over it. And with the heat, it helps it to penetrate into the deeper layers of the skin again. So really nourishing on a much deeper level.
And this LED therapy, what is that exactly?
LED is specifically for boosting your collagen, regenerating your collagen and elastin. So it literally regenerates the cells.
I've heard it's also good for acne skin.
It's healing, very healing. So it depends on the lights that you choose. It can be very healing.
All right.
So we have lots of options.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of options. All right. Thank you so much, Maria, for finding time to speak today. I know it's not easy with all this technology to, log in and all of that, but now that you know how to do it, I'm sure we will have few other lives with you after we have all the questions coming, especially when we launch our face wellness trainings online. Sure, we'll have a lot of questions. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, and see you soon.
Thank you. Yes, definitely.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much for being with us.